A powerful and dangerous late-season winter system is sweeping across Western Canada this morning, bringing some of the harshest conditions seen in weeks. It is Wednesday, March 25, 2026, and across British Columbia, Alberta, and Manitoba, weather conditions are rapidly evolving with a mix of heavy snow, freezing drizzle, extreme cold, and damaging winds all happening at the same time. Wind chill values have plunged as low as minus 45 degrees Celsius in parts of western Manitoba, making this one of the most severe cold events currently active anywhere in the country. Hundreds of weather alerts remain in effect, and the situation is complex, with multiple systems interacting across the region. In British Columbia, the impact of a deep Pacific low has been significant overnight, especially across the interior. Areas around Prince George are dealing with heavy snowfall totals ranging from 15 to 25 centimeters, combined with strong northeasterly winds gusting up to 70 kilometers per hour. These conditions are producing near zero visibility and blowing snow, making travel extremely dangerous. Wind chills in the region are hovering between minus 25 and minus 30, adding another layer of risk for anyone outdoors. Roadways, including major routes like Highway 97, have become hazardous, and travel is strongly discouraged until conditions improve later tonight as the storm begins to ease. Further west and across regions like the Williston Basin and surrounding highway corridors, snow continues to fall heavily, with blowing snow reducing visibility even further. In some locations, convective flurries have developed, producing intense bursts of snowfall over short periods of time. These sudden snow bands can quickly cover roads and create whiteout conditions without much warning. While these flurries are expected to weaken later this morning, the damage to travel conditions will already be done, leaving roads snow-covered and slippery for hours afterward. The wind situation across south-central British Columbia is equally concerning. Strong southwesterly winds are gusting up to 90 kilometers per hour in areas including the South Thompson, Nicola, and Caribou regions. Winds of this magnitude are powerful enough to push large vehicles such as trucks, trailers, and RVs off course, posing serious risks on exposed highways. Major routes like the Coquihalla Highway are particularly vulnerable, and drivers are being urged to use extreme caution. These winds may also lead to localized power outages, especially where loose debris becomes airborne. Although wind speeds are expected to gradually decrease through the morning, the early hours remain especially dangerous. In Alberta, the situation is even more complex, with more than 100 active weather alerts covering the province. Different regions are facing entirely different hazards at the same time. Northwestern Alberta is experiencing heavy snowfall, with communities such as Grande Prairie seeing significant accumulations that are expected to continue throughout the day. Snowfall is also intensifying across the Rocky Mountain parks, including Jasper and Banff, where travel routes like the Icefields Parkway and the Trans-Canada Highway are becoming increasingly treacherous. In higher elevations, total snowfall could exceed 30 centimeters, raising the risk of road closures and very difficult driving conditions. At the same time, central Alberta is dealing with a widespread freezing drizzle event, which presents a completely different type of danger. Unlike snow, freezing drizzle creates a thin, nearly invisible layer of ice on roads and surfaces. This black ice can make roads look wet when they are actually extremely slippery. Areas stretching from Red Deer to Drumheller are under advisories, with fog further reducing visibility in some locations. Drivers in these regions face a high risk of sudden loss of traction, making even routine travel potentially hazardous. Conditions may improve slightly during the daytime as temperatures rise, but refreezing is expected later tonight as temperatures drop again. Northern Alberta is facing yet another threat, with extreme cold dominating the region. Wind chill values near minus 40 are being recorded, particularly in areas like the Wood Buffalo region. At these temperatures, frostbite can develop on exposed skin in just minutes, making it critical to limit time outdoors and wear full protective clothing. While there may be some brief moderation during the afternoon, the extreme cold is expected to return again overnight, prolonging the danger for residents. As the system pushes further east, Manitoba is now entering the most intense phase of this event. Western parts of the province are experiencing both heavy snowfall and extreme cold simultaneously. Snowfall totals of 15 to 20 centimeters are expected, with the heaviest snow developing through the day and continuing into the night. Higher terrain areas could see even greater accumulations depending on the exact track of the low-pressure system, which still carries some uncertainty. Travel conditions are expected to deteriorate significantly, and road closures are a real possibility. What makes Manitoba especially concerning today is the combination of snow and dangerously low wind chills. Readings have dropped to -45 in some areas, making it the coldest region in Canada under current warnings. At these levels, exposed skin can freeze in under 10 minutes, posing a serious risk to anyone outside without proper protection. The cold is expected to ease slightly during the afternoon, but will return again overnight, extending the period of dangerous conditions. Looking ahead over the next 24 hours, conditions in British Columbia are expected to gradually improve as the Pacific system moves eastward. Winds will ease and snowfall will taper off, bringing some relief to affected areas. In Alberta, snowfall in the northwest will continue before slowly diminishing later in the day, while freezing drizzle in central regions may improve temporarily before refreezing overnight. Northern Alberta will continue to deal with extreme cold through tonight. In Manitoba, however, the system is still strengthening, and conditions are expected to worsen before they improve. Snow will continue into Thursday morning, with total accumulations potentially exceeding 20 centimeters in some areas. Travel across western Manitoba is strongly discouraged unless absolutely necessary, as conditions will remain dangerous through tonight. Overall, this is a widespread and high-impact weather event, affecting multiple provinces with very different but equally dangerous conditions. Anyone in affected areas should stay updated with the latest forecasts and warnings, avoid unnecessary travel, and take all necessary precautions to stay safe.